Zdravím všetkých priaznivcov nášho pravidelného podcastu Intercars, ktorý 20 rokov v pohybe. Nie nadarmo platí stará múdrosť, že to najlepšie prichádza na záver a inak tomu nebude ani dnes, pretože sa stretávame pri poslednom podcaste a ten bude venovaný spoločnosti a značke Intercars už čo sa týka globálneho pohľadu. To znamená, že sa nezameriame iba na slovenský trh, ale pozrieme sa na to, aké sú vízie, aké sú plány a hlavne, kde sa môže Intercars nachádzať v budúcnosti pod vplyvom elektromobility či umelej inteligencie. Takže vás všetkých vítam pri sledovaní a hlavne vítam mimoriadne prominentného hostia, pretože dnes si na nás našiel čas prvý muž tejto spoločnosti a tým je prezident Maciej Oleksowicz. Maciej, deň dobrý, welcome.
Welcome. I mean, it's a honor to be here. Thank you for, invitation. I think we have plenty of topics to discuss, yes? So welcome also to the audience. Nice to talk to you.
Yes, absolutely. And you are the very last guest, but so many topics, as you mentioned. But let me start in the beginning, because it's not only 20 years in Slovakia, but 35 years in Poland. Slovakia is fourth oldest market for you. So congratulations, 35 is even more. So how did you maybe celebrate in Poland?
Thank you. I mean, yeah, it's 35 years, but I can say even for Intercars, it was a little bit longer because my father started this business. So, bringing some spare parts before he had a company. Because like probably most of you remember, before 90s, it was not possible to have any private activity in Poland and the same more or less in other, let's say, communist countries. So he was already bringing some spare parts before. Just in 90, it was possible to establish the company. I remember those times, being a child. So I can say I was engaged in the company life since the very beginning, but at the beginning as a first warehouse keeper, because the first warehouse was in my room, and there was small mezzanine, and I was small enough to get there and collect the engine parts, in fact, because it was the beginning.
Yeah, you were a superhero among your friends, because your room was very expensive and attractive for them. As you mentioned, you started like a family business. Is it still so, or you now consider your company as a big corporation or a large corporation?
I don't like the name corporation. Corporation is kind of a pejorative word because it always connected with stiffness, with lack of a decision-making process. Yeah. So I believe from managerial point of view, we are still family company. So first, I am still in the company as a main shareholder. So I'm warranty the long-term perspective for Intercars. And I believe very much in the strong ownership of business processes. So in every department, in every segment, and in every country, we have strong leaders who has, quite big independence. So they are local, they are experts in what they are doing, and they have the big freedom to make decisions. So I can say that Intercars, it's kind of a team of different, people, different teams, yeah?
For you, it doesn't matter how many employees do you have if you have a good and perfect values and pillars.
Now it's even hard to count our employees because it's always a question about the methodology. But I like the most the methodology that we count people who has a login to our IT system. Yeah.
Okay.
So these are the people who we treat like us. So they have a privilege to act in the name of Intercars. So this is like 18,000, more or less in the 21 markets that we are operating. And naturally, we promote the culture. We promote the culture of openness, of discussion, of, commonly together, discussing what we will do, how we will approach to the challenges.
It's quite challenging because 21 markets means 21 different cultures. So how maybe culture developed in your company since the beginning?
I think it is very connected and very important how we grow. Because majority of big international or even European players are growing by acquisitions. So they are acquiring some local companies, some local players, and trying to merge those companies. And this is really bringing a huge headache because then the different cultures, or not only different cultures from perspective of country, of nationality, but also different organizational cultures are facing together, yeah? And there are natural frictions. Intercars was grown from, we call it greenfield. So in every market, we have a local leader with local nationality, so who knows the local culture, yeah? And he just need to learn Intercars to get familiar with our processes, with our offer, with our tools, and use it in this culture, in this local culture. Of course, in our international meetings, we have some challenges because people, from the north operate different than people from the south, yeah? But truly speaking, this is, I think, manageable if we have the same goal.
Did you have some special criteria when you were choosing the countries or markets for your business?
Yes, we have some rules. And naturally, the main rule is that we always go by the logistic chain, we call it. So our main strength is product availability and range of assortment. So the service level for the workshop, because workshop is our main customer and we focus 99% of our activities around the workshop. And to be a partner for a workshop, we need availability, we need the range, we need fast delivery. And this we can only achieve by having the proper logistic. So this is why the first markets was the markets around our, mother country, so Poland, yeah? And the last examples, we also always follow this rule. So go step by step. Then another rule is to have strong local, leader. We always select local people because we believe that they exactly know local culture, know local habits, and they can just bring Intercars advantages to this market, respecting the local values.
Okay, and now tell me, what's your goal or where do you see the limit of your company? How many countries or which countries can you still expand to?
I could say it's always a challenging, question because people are expecting, okay, we will be in whole Europe or maybe we will be in the whole world. Truly speaking, for me personally, the road is like what enjoy. It's like with a Lego bricks.
You have to find country with the worst cars.
Yeah. I think it's like a Lego bricks. It's fun to build it, and still develop. So the goal is to never stop growing, is to never stop challenging new segments and new markets. But naturally, in a current horizon, let's say we look in Europe. Yeah, so next, let's call it 5-7 years, is to challenge all the markets in Europe. In 2-3 years, we will probably, be on the market leader position in Europe. So company number one here. But later on, of course, we are looking to Turkey, we are looking to North Africa, we are looking all around. Yeah, but still geopolitical situation is quite tricky around the globe and around Europe. So I think hard to plan for, longer distance than 3-5 years ahead.
Okay, maybe many people say, oh, in Europe it must be very easy, but I heard some nice idea that the easiest way how to be successful in business is America, because you have 51 countries, but everyone understands you. Once you're successful in one state, then, it's maybe open road to another one, and you don't have to know another language and stuff like this, many similar systems and so on, but America is maybe far away for you.
America is far away, and it is not according to our rule of going by the logistic chain. So it's really far. So to bring there, our core values, we need to build everything there from the scratch. It's also in our industry, in our automotive aftermarket, very challenging market and very consolidated. So it's totally different than in Europe. In Europe, the market is very fragmented. So we have hundreds of small companies and just some leaders. Let's call it 7 top European players is around 25% of a market share. In America, it's totally different. Like 5 top players have 80% of the market. So we don't think today about America, for sure. And again, geopolitical situation, which we have in the background, is not simplifying this thing.
Mm-hmm. So you maybe said a couple of words about the strategy. How are you working on maybe new markets? How do you perceive Intercar's position in the European auto parts market?
I mean, we are now strong player number 2, but we are definitely growing. I mean, challenging the markets, acquiring the market share in the fastest pace. So, of course, drawing these lines, like I said, 2-3 years from today, we will be player number 1. But truly speaking, this is just a side effect. Yeah, we really want to be number 1 in every segment, in every market that we are operating. We are the only company, for sure in Europe, which is successful in so many segments, in passenger vehicle, but as well in trucks, in mass products, in garage equipment, body parts, and so on and so on. Yeah. So the challenge is really to be number 1 in every market and in every segment.
Let's talk about Slovak market, because most of our spectators are Slovak clients and friends of company and so on. So do you remember beginnings in Slovakia? You were also very young, 20 years ago.
Me personally not. Yeah, because, at that time I was engaged in a company life from a perspective of only IT systems and stock management. Yeah, so I was in this process of, let's say, educating, growing, studying, and also taking care about some of my passions, which was a motorsport activity. But I remember always that we were very proud from this market, and we are as well today from what the team here built, because such a strong position in the market, it's really something that we have to be proud.
In almost every previous podcast, we were talking about electromobility, about the effect of electromobility in the future. So maybe your opinion can be also very interesting. How do you see this part of your life? Of your business life?
I'm not a fan of this topic in general, because I think it's a little obsolete topic. Like 2-3 years ago, everybody was talking, electromobility, it's a shock, it will transform the market, revolution. I think now we see it's not a revolution, it's rather evolution. So we know, it's a good technology, still I think not mature. Still, electric vehicles are not fitting for all purposes. Yeah, so I believe that in next 10-15 years, the market share of these vehicles will grow, and we will just develop the range. We will develop not only the range of spare parts, but also we will develop the knowledge, the training, the tools to diagnose and repair those vehicles. And our duty, truly speaking, is not only to have parts on the shelf, but also to train workshops, to give them ability to maintain and repair the new vehicles. And it's not only about electric vehicles, it's about all new vehicles that we have in the markets. Like we have nowadays quite a big wave of Chinese car manufacturers, yeah? And also we believe that we can bring the knowledge how to diagnose, how to repair those vehicles, which are also not, it's like a new topic. For me, this story with electromobility, with Chinese vehicles, it's a little bit what happened years ago with Korean vehicles, with Hyundai and Kia. Yeah, it was also new manufacturers. It took longer. I think with Chinese ones, it's happening much faster. Yeah. But it's just, the machine that needs a service. Yeah.
I see you like somebody who has no stress about electric cars. You just have to be ready for it.
I think it's a challenge, and truly speaking, I think for us as Intercars, it's quite a big opportunity because we are expert in complexity. Yeah, we have the widest range. So, growing this range, it's what we can do. Today, we have 750,000 different SKUs on the stock. Not so many companies are even giving this number because most of companies are advertising how many millions of SKUs they have in a catalog. But have it in a catalog, computer can handle everything, yeah? But having it on the stock, ready to deliver it to the workshop with a proper service level, this is a challenge, and this is what we are proud of. And of course, the new forms of vehicles, whatever electric, hybrid, hydrogen, or whatever other, this will, increase this complexity even more. And I mean, we are ready for it.
Absolutely. What about the implementation of AI to intercars processes?
We are quite, conscious or quite delicate with it. I think there is a lot of hype around this topic. There are, of course, some areas where it is much, easier to use it, like in a marketing communication, in creating some content. Probably when you are a journalist, it's really revolutionizing the job. But today, for intercars, I'm a little bit hesitating to use it. We use it, for example, in stock management, in stock optimization, but this is not this ChatGPT that we know. But I'm now hesitating very much to implement these algorithms for a customer service, because I'm sure that we have to be always perfect with the service level, and we cannot experiment with our customers. It's quite often, you are calling probably to your, cable TV operator or mobile phone, and or bank, and then some AI is picking up, and it's really pissing off the customer. I don't want to make this for our customers, so we will do it, but when we will be sure that it is ready. In our ECAT, we have now a chat, but it's a proof of concept. It is a test for the ones who would like to test it. But for sure, a long time, we will not give it as the only option. Yeah, it will be just a selection choice of a customer to use it or not to use it.
Mm-hmm. What is long time? Maybe 5 years?
It's always a hard question, yeah? Maybe some revolution will happen in a year. Maybe nothing will happen in next 5 years, yeah? But I think it's always like a big hype, and then kind of a stabilization, and then, the technology is growing and becoming mature.
But when you have it under control, it's good help.
It's good help. Absolutely. When it will work, we will for sure use it. Now we are experimenting. We are giving it for customers also to test. And together we have to, learn how to use it properly.
Mm-hmm. Are the product segments for the future perceived as those with growth potential?
Today we look very strongly in, we call it off-highway segment. So all the machines that are, not on the road. So agro machines, construction machines. This is something that we grow from a truck department. Usually in a tractor, you have the same engine as in a truck. And we have the parts. We just have to learn, how to build the proper catalog, how to reach to the proper customers. And I think this is also a nice opportunity for the workshops who has already the skills to repair the trucks, and also to grow their, skills, the capacity to service all those machines. The margins are high for the job. The machines are usually, require fast service and top quality service. Mm-hmm. But of course, we love each segment the most. The same. Yeah, so we focus in the mass products, we focus in trucks, in past vehicles, in body parts. All is important. And our motto is like everything under one roof. So finally, I want that workshop could buy everything from us, even piece of paper to his printer, or coffee to his coffee machine. Yeah,
you're a real businessman, absolutely. Are you seeing a shift in sales to new types of services or technologies? Have you seen a change in consumer behavior as a result of new technologies?
The question is always, what time perspective we look. Because if we look for last few decades, so this last 20 or 30 years, I think what changed the most is that not only spare parts is needed to repair the vehicle, but you need also a professional, training, manuals, you need tools to diagnose, a computer to connect to the vehicle. Yeah, modern vehicle, it's not like 20, 30 years ago. Yeah, it's complex machine that needs sometimes more engineer, not just somebody who will replace simple part. So we grow our offer to have these tools, to have the trainings, to have diagnostic tools, to have equipment, and this is, I think, the big shift. Yeah. Nowadays, we see a lot of rumor about, autonomous vehicles. Yeah, we don't know how it will develop and when it will develop, but this could be kind of a disturbance in the market that we will have to challenge.
I would say that autonomous cars are already here, but it's question of time when it will be, I don't know, 400%, definitely.
I'm a little bit lost with this topic because, this hype with autonomous vehicle, I remember more or less 2017, 18, I was questioning every big supplier. What do you think, when it will be ready? And the answer was quite often, we are already ready. Like all the Bosch, Valeo, they were telling, the technology is there, it's working, we just need to scale it up and we wait for the regulations, yeah? And then 8 years passed and these vehicles are still
ready.
Not, really ready. Yeah, they're still saying, okay, a lot of challenges. So I think the topic is not so simple. Probably a lot of you have some experience with your autonomous functionalities in your vehicles. Truly speaking, I was testing it a lot in many vehicles and it works really great, but I think it will kill me at least once per week if I will trust it fully. So still we have plenty to improve.
Yeah. What challenges are auto repair shops facing today?
Today, one is the car park complexity. So new technologies, new vehicles, and constant need to, train people. Yeah, to find the proper people, to find a skilled mechanic, to find people who would like to work in this industry, and then to invest into them, to train them. I think this is very basic and mostly important challenge. And I think we have to focus on it mainly.
Mm-hmm. And of course, how is Intercars helping them, whether in training or technical support?
So as I said, in this we are bringing to workshops, the tools, the software, even the financing to purchase this software. The only thing that we do not have a straightforward answer is how to support you in acquiring the mechanic. Yeah, this is not an easy topic. And I think the whole industry is facing this challenge.
So we are finalizing this podcast. Therefore, I want to wish you good luck and a lot of energy in upcoming period to become a number one. But you said that this is not it's only side effect. So maybe personally, what are your goals for upcoming period? Maybe next 20 years in Slovakia.
In Slovakia, we are strong leader, but we have still a lot of, challenges in individual segments. So, we will grow, yeah, definitely here in this market. For me, and I think for everybody, in general, it is super important just to develop and to learn. I am here because I see that a lot of new things is happening, that I still can grow myself, that I can learn from people that are around. I can learn from customers, I can learn from our employees around. And truly speaking, this is this enjoyment, let's say, of doing things here.
OK. Thank you one more time. Ďakujem veľmi pekne. Našim hostom bol Maciej Oleksowicz and good luck with people. How many people do you have under maybe your control in Slovakia, or which market is the biggest? Maybe Ukraine, second biggest market?
Romania is now second biggest market. Ukraine, it's really a big market, of course, facing, challenges nowadays. But we still believe that, Ukraine will win this war and that we will be there. We will be ready to invest and to challenge this market. And, we are getting to the end, but I think Ukraine is a great example how together, all the intercar society can support one country, how the big company has a strength. Yeah, because even such extreme challenges like they have in Ukraine are not, a deal breaker. Yeah.
So let me finally say all the best to your big family of Intercars, and one more time, good luck.
Thank you. Good luck. and good luck to all of you. Thank you.
Ďakujeme veľmi pekne. Naším hostom bol prvý muž spoločnosti Intercars Maciej Oleksowicz a verím, že ste sa dozvedeli na záver celého tohto nášho krásneho sledu podcastov venovaných 20. narodeninám Intercars len a len to najpozitívnejšie a najzaujímavejšie. Všetko dobré a ešte raz všetko najlepšie.